Hello and welcome to another Woolfull video. Today we're going to show you how to join two squares together with a flat edge. So I've got my two squares here. They're just standard granny squares with a single crochet border around each one. So we're going to do the join on the back side of the work today so that you get a flat edge on the front. If you look at this one I did earlier, you can see that the edge is nice and flat. This is my single crochet border on both sides, and then I've got a single crochet join in the middle as well, and it all stays nice and neat. So to do this, we want the wrong side of our work facing outwards and the two right sides facing inwards. So I'm going to flip this one over so you can see I've got the back of the work here and the back of the work here as well. In each of the corners I've got 3 single crochets. So to get started, I'm going to go into the central one of each of those two and join my yarn. It's just a standard single crochet join, so to do that I'm going to put my hook through this single crochet here and through the corresponding one on the second square, pull my yarn through, yarn over, pull it through to do a single crochet. So you can see that these line up pretty nicely because it's just a standard single crochet border. So we're just going to do single crochets going through both squares on each side all the way along to the end of the row. This should line up pretty nicely, but sometimes they'll need a little bit of a, because this is an open and closed granny square, they are a tiny bit uneven, but that'll sort itself out once we finish the crocheting of them together. So just zip along to the end here. You're going to want to finish in the same place that we started, so the central single crochet of the three single crochet in the corner space, and then it keeps it nice and even for when we join it together in a second. So nearly there now, just a couple more to do. There we go, we're just going to chop this off. Finish off like you normally would, and then you can see that we've got this nice flat join, and it just finishes these really bright squares off nicely. So just going to quickly join this one onto the rest of my row, and then we'll show you how to join the two rows together. So for this one again, we're going to do exactly what we did before. We want the wrong sides facing out and the two right sides facing in, and then go into the middle one of the single crochets on the corner, join the yarn again, and then single crochet all the way down that row to give us a nice neat edge. So what you will get with this join is you'll get a slight ridge on the back side of the work. You can either leave that as it is, or you can put some fabric backing on there. I tend to leave them as they are. They're not too rigid, and so they don't tend to bother really anybody. Once you've washed it and blocked it as well, then it'll flatten out a little bit, but on this one I wanted to get a nice neat straight flat edge on the front. So just finishing off the rest of this side, and then we'll have 2 strips of 6 squares, and we'll do the joining of the 2 rows together. It's a really nice and quick way to join squares together. It means you don't have to sew them, which we all end up being very pleased about. Done. So what we've got then is a nice even flat row of squares, which I will join to my other nice neat even flat row of squares that I made earlier. So as you can see, they've got this flat border through the middle. What we're going to do is do the same kind of border, same kind of edging to join the 2 flat rows together. So exactly the same principle as before. You've got the right side facing up, we're going to flip those over so that you've got the two wrong sides facing outwards and the two right sides facing inwards. Find the end again and go into the middle single crochet of the 3, and then just use exactly the same technique as we did before, but this time we're going to go straight along the edge of all 6 squares. So just single crochet in each stitch and in the corresponding stitch on the second square as well. I'll just get over to a corner one to show you what that looks like. So what can happen sometimes is if you join sort of 4 corners together, if you do too many stitches, then you end up with like a lumpy bit, and if you don't do enough stitches, then you end up with a hole. It depends on the technique that you're using as to whether you need to do stitches actually in the corner spaces or not. On this one we're not going to do stitches actually in the very corner space, because we already did those to join the 2 squares together on the row themselves. So we'll be skipping over that one and going from one square to the other effectively. So here's my corner there. So what we've got is, you can see here that the vertical join was in the corner space here, and we don't want to do another stitch in there because we'll end up with like a little lump. So what we're going to do is go straight into this next stitch here and find the corresponding one on the other side, and then join those 2 together. And it looks like you've missed one, but we really haven't, because we did that on the previous join. So we'll carry on here now and just do a couple of stitches so I can open it up and show you. So just carrying along all the way along this edge with single crochets through both squares to join them together. But if I open this up now, you can see that there isn't a hole. You've not got anything, there's no significant gap there, because we did those joins on the way up, and we're going across those now to do the long rows. Okay, enjoy!